This is Rolando G. I'm back. And I'm not going away because I have to do this last quick critique on my take on Ray Fisher. As you know, he was chosen to play Victor Stone, aka Cyborg, recently in the first Justice League outing of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Now, my thing is this: Ray Fisher. I'm going to tell you right now, your complaint is going to fall on deaf ears. You know how they do Afro-American males. They are not going to respond to our cries if we have something going on that we felt that we were slighted for or anything. You have to move on, brother. I mean, I'm going to let you know right now. The game is not built for you. Okay. As you know, in the industry, in the Hollywood industry, they do this to a lot of Afro males. You have to understand this. That's why I don't really want to attempt to get into the entertainment industry. I had aspirations to become an actor, and I still have a little bit of an aspiration to write, but a lot of the stuff that I write is based on improving the Afro male dynamic of having a more positive image on the Afro male. And in this sense, with Victor Stone, aka Cyborg, is the character that Ray Fisher is portraying from the DC Comics. Ray Fisher does it pretty good from what they're trying to do, even though it's a first outing for the role of this character, because he was an added DC character later on. I think he was created like in the early mid '90s, so he's not an original Justice Leaguer. Of course, Aquaman and the Wonder Twins and all those guys, Green Lantern and all those guys were the original ones from the old school TV show, which I did not get a chance to experience because I was little back then. But I was fully aware of it later on when they showed, old syndicated like episodes from this mid-late '70s, early '80s. Anyway, but Ray Fisher complaining about Walter Hamada and how Walter Hamada of Warner Brothers or Warner Media has not investigated the serious situation of what Josh Whedon of Buffy fandom. If everybody knows who Josh Whedon is, he created Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Turned out, and he was director of the Avengers movies over at Marvel. He got to take over as director while Zack Snyder was attending to family issues after that. And Ray Fisher said while under, I guess, the direction of Josh Whedon, there was a lot of ill situations going on where there was demands to where it was coming almost like abusive tactics going on. So from that point, I don't know, but I'm telling Ray Fisher, it's falling on deaf ears. You're not going to get positive feedback from it. You just need to quit. I mean, I understand how you feel, brother, but it's how they do us Afro-American men in the industry, especially when it comes to the entertainment industry. They're not trying to hear us. I mean, unless we're a female, totally different story. And things fall on deaf ears in this entertainment industry when it comes to men of color. I'm just letting you know that, brother. I want you to continue fighting if you can fight this and get a resolution. But to me, in my opinion, it's fallen on deaf ears. And Walter Hamada and the rest of the DC and Warner Media Company are trying to make money. And when you're doing this is putting a lot of negative damper on the brand right now. Now, they say he just did reshoots with Zack Snyder for the much anticipated Snyder cut of Justice League finally coming out, Zack Snyder's version. So I don't know. Ray Fisher, much luck to your brother, but I'm telling you now, you're really beating a horse that's already dead. They're not trying to hear you. This Hollywood industry, it falls on deaf ears when it comes to us brothers. But if you could win something out of this, a settlement, something, that'll be cool. That'll be nice to know that you got something out of this. But I recently saw your interviews on these various YouTubers interviews. I really am on your side, but I'm thinking this is going to fall on deaf ears. What you're complaining about in the investigation about this abusiveness that was with Josh Whedon and crew when they took over the directorialship of the finished product that we saw in theaters, which was, I mean, I'm not really a fan of that Justice League movie, but it was what it was. You guys did pretty good. You did really well. Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot, you, the other cast members, what's his name, Ezra Miller. You guys did a pretty good job. Jason Momoa did okay. But I understand where you're coming from, but at the same damn time, you need to redirect your action. You need to redirect your actions elsewhere and just do what you have to do. But if Zack Snyder can help you, cool. I'm hoping he sees you through, and I hope you don't leave the role of Victor Stone, aka Cyborg. You do it pretty good. But if this is what your choice is, beware of the consequences that are going to be aligned with this. You may lose your job automatically with the WB and Warner Media, aka DC Entertainment, as the character, and they're going to find somebody else. They're going to find somebody else that's going to sign on that dotted line, and they're going to give them what they're going to give that person. I never heard of you. Now, I think you've been in some other things. I'm not too sure, but when I first heard of you and you were getting the role, I was like, okay, right on. They're putting, the Cyborg character on. That's cool. I'm cool with that. But now that you're doing this speaks volumes to me, because you just finished reshoots to further the character, I guess, in more scenes that you were complaining about. You said there wasn't, I guess some of your scenes were cut. I understand some of your scenes were cut. I saw that. But there was other stuff going on, you say now. The abusiveness on the set from Josh Whedon and all these other accounts. So I'm trying to see what you're trying to do here, because you just got done reshoots, and hopefully you'll be paid, damn well for that. I'm hoping you are. But if you're no longer really interested in the role, I say just go ahead and leave. And I mean, cut your losses, get your money, man, and just go and find other avenues, or continue in the entertainment industry. And there's plenty of work out there for brothers, who want to work in these other black venue of entertainment industry. I wouldn't go that far, but there's other avenues, but this is going to fall on deaf ears. I'm just letting you know right now, brother. I'm not trying to deter you from your mission to get this justice, but at the same damn time, you got to see for what it is. All right. And so that's my, my point of view about the Ray Fisher situation. He seriously needs to reevaluate this, and I think that he's messing up a good thing. They're trying to bring back the Justice League with Ben Affleck's, and Henry Cavill's Superman. They're trying to get this Zack Snyder's Justice League a little more play, and to try to give it the justice that it deserved from the get. But like I said, it is what it is. Hope Ray Fisher, I hope you find common ground, brother, and I hope you get what you well deserve. But at this moment, your situation is going to fall on deaf ears, believe you me. All right, man. But much luck to you, brother, and I wish you definitely much success, if not in the Victor Stone Cyborg role. All right. That's it for this, and I'm out.